Good morning. Over the next 10 minutes, I would like to tell you 4 stories from my work. And by the end of it, I hope to communicate to you our values and services we provide to our customers. My first story. In the year 1990, when Mr. Harold Fernandez contacted us to install air conditioners in his house, he bought the air conditioners from us and remained a happy customer. However, sometime in 1992, one day when he reached his office, he found his office air conditioning system not working, and his office work was hampered. On calling his admin managers, he was told that they had spoken to the owner of the service provider, and hopefully it should be resolved soon. By mid-afternoon on the same day, the air conditioning system was not restored, and this is when Mr. Fernandez asked his admin personnel to call his air conditioning service provider. He informed that, "I don't know the owners, but call on this number, 66297000. They're reliable." This call was received by us at Nova, and we had the problem solved within the same day. It's been 20 years from this incident, and Nova continues to be the preferred vendor of this customer. It's only the consistent services and solutions that we have provided over the years that has helped us retain this customer till date. This customer, my friends, that I'm talking about is Colgate-Palmolive India Private Limited. My second story. 10 years ago, I met a gentleman, Mr. Kapoor, who is one of the most successful restaurateurs in India. He informed me that he had multiple air conditioning service providers and yet never happy with the overall experience in the solutions and services that were provided. Every restaurant does its maximum business on weekends and late evenings, usually a time when no service providers are available. Any failure in air conditioning services leads to a direct loss of business to the restaurant. Electricity consumptions due to air conditioning requirement also affect the profits of the restaurant. We took a cue from this, and we started delivering and transformed our services to a round-the-clock services, which included maintenance in the late evenings and over weekends. Every restaurant that was newly opened was studied carefully to ensure that the electricity consumption were kept to the minimal, while the comfort cooling in the restaurants were never compromised. Over the last 1 decade, Nova has been the most preferred air conditioning service provider, offering solutions by way of designing efficient systems and providing dependable services to all the group's restaurants across the country. These restaurants are the well-known chain of restaurants like the Bombay Blues, Noodle Bar, Spaghetti Kitchen, Spoon Food Court, and the Coffee Bean and Tea Leaves. Third story. Rolta India is a very large software company. In 1995, we were invited to design and build their second 7 floors office building at Mumbai. Their first building had a conventional chiller, and they intend to replicate the same in the new building. As per the requirement, we did offer them what exactly they required. However, we also proposed a completely alternative solution using a completely new technology called the VRF systems, the variable refrigerant systems. Our design was based on the client's understanding that they would not use their entire offices at all times, and there was no need to waste energy in cooling areas that were not required. We assured Rolta that they could have their electricity consumption bills reduced by almost 20%. Here we were in a situation where Rolta had to choose from a current vendor offering tried and tested solutions to a new vendor like us offering a completely untested new technology by Rolta. It took a lot of persuasion and written assurances to convince Rolta to trust in Nova. We completed the project in time and tested the system to actually show a 20% reduction in the electric consumptions from their current systems. Our suggested technology and designs has thereafter become a standard requirement for the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th towers of Rolta that they have built over business. My last story. In the year 2000, when the Indian economy was liberalizing, there were many international brands wanting to access the Indian markets. Along with them was a Japanese air conditioning company who were looking for an Indian partner who would ensure their brand could reach their prospective customers across the country and be able to provide dependable services. They chose Nova as their partner in India. it's been no looking back after that. We built a 500-strong dealer network across India, who are supported by over 12 offices in India with over 400 employees. Today, Nova is the only professionally managed pan-Indian air conditioning solutions company partnering exclusively in India with not just Mitsubishi Electric of Japan, but also with York of the United States, TCL of China, and Husky from UK. As you would understand now, at Nova, we closely work with architects, developers, and customers to offer optimum air conditioning solutions and services as a one-stop solutions company for air conditioning requirements of residential, commercial, and large infrastructures like airports. Our detailed client list is available on our website, www.novainitiative.com. A year ago, we established Nova Intellect, a state-of-the-art training center which enables new recruits and existing staff to upgrade their skills through continuous learning and learning through simulation on actual equipment in the areas of installation, maintenance, and troubleshooting. We are currently undertaking a new initiative called Project Connect, which will train youngsters from the less fortunate society and help build an opportunity for them in the field of air conditioning and refrigeration. So to all my members, if these 4 real stories reflect our capabilities in the air conditioning solutions and services that we provide, then please share these stories with your clients, your friends, and family. You should share this especially with your contacts who are architects and developers, and rest assured, like the clients I spoke of today about, we could make a difference to the referrals that you could recommend us to. And as always, over the last few years, I would continue to share your success stories to my clients, my friends, and my families. Before I conclude, it's said that an average span of an Indian is around 80 years, with every extra year after that considered a bonus for all the good deeds done in our lifetime. Today, I have reached the mid-afternoon of my life, and I'm extremely privileged that on my 40th birthday today, the first thing in the morning, I get to share my passion, my work, to not just 50 friends of mine, but to 50 extremely successful entrepreneurs. Thank you very much.